These cases are expensive, ain't they?
They are, but I heard it's worth it, and I keep locks on it in the house. But I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Teaching the kids versus keeping it locked up and all that. You know, I got teenagers, they're 16, 14, and 12. They can listen and understand.
Right. I started teaching my kids when they were 3 years old.
Right.
I yeah, I just bought one of these cases. Of course, it's for a shotgun, so it's a lot longer. And 2 guns, and then 2 deep. It was $300.
Yeah. I think this was like $215.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. So.
All right, what do we got? Is that it says M&P. Okay, this is your standard.
It's a standard.
Yep.
And I really don't know much at all.
Okay.
Other than how to put the bullets in, and then I fiddle with the safety. I don't really know exactly.
Right.
What are all the things that need to be done? How to cock it? I don't know all the stuff. So just whatever.
Yeah.
If you need to figure this gun out.
Oh no, I know it.
Okay.
No, I definitely know it. All right, let's just start with the basic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll set this here.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut this.
Yeah, basic stuff.
All right.
You know, this moves this up and down.
Yeah. To get
Okay.
you where the distance you want.
That's right. And basically, would you consider this too short or too long?
It looks to me like too short.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. This is a smaller style. They make different size guns, and this is a smaller one. So you're basically going to want this all the way back.
Yeah.
You do that for storage.
Sure.
And quick stuff.
If you needed to.
to.
Sure.
Generally speaking, when you're shooting this gun, you're going to have that all the way back.
Yeah.
Because you want this cheek bone right here sitting on this when you shoot.
Okay.
And it does pick, okay?
A little bit. Yeah.
Not much. Let's see, this is not gas recoil operated. It's just spring. The bullet itself, the explosion of the bullet is what sends the slide backwards. Okay? It's not the gas of the bullet.
Yeah.
So when you're shooting these, you want your cheek on it. And it's different because of the sights.
Yeah.
This sight is a little higher, the peep sight here.
Okay.
So you're having to come off of it a little bit to find the sight. Now you may not have to do that.
But it depends on the person.
Depends on the person. That's right. But then you've got your flip sights, up and down. Okay. Like that. And you can move this. If this gun is more comfortable with you moving this up a little bit, you can move this wherever you need it to be. This here does not move when you shoot the gun. A lot of people think they want to stay away from this, but it only moves when you cycle it. When it goes boom, this stays where it is.
Okay.
So you don't have to really stay away from anything. And do you understand how to aim?
Somewhat.
You look through the peephole, center this
familiar
on
with
what
that.
you want, and then this has an adjustment which you should have a key somewhere.
Maybe in the case at home.
Yeah, it's a little round thing. You push in, it pushes that little indentation in, and then you can turn that up and down.
Okay.
I don't have one, because normally when I get a gun, it doesn't have these sights on it, or I'll take them off.
Right. You put your custom stuff on.
Right. But yeah, it may be sighted in or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never shot it.
Well, we'll figure it out. It's no big deal.
Okay.
All right. So, a key thing to know about this. What we got? Is this the bullets you brought?
I have 100 more. So
Okay.
I got plenty.
That's fine. Anytime you're loading one of these, you obviously put them in, but you always on an AR have to seat it. You got to hit the magazine. You'll see people doing that. When they do them, they'll do this and then stick them in their vest. You hit it on the table.
Otherwise, it's more liable to jam.
Right. You're right. What you end up with is these all the way forward,
Okay.
and then it has a feed problem. Okay. You always seat them back.
Okay.
All right. Safety.
All right.
This one will not, unless the magazine. Get out of calling them a clip.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
Bad terminology.
All right. Good to know.
There we go. It had something to do with it wasn't chambered.
Okay.
You couldn't put it back into safe because the trigger had been pulled.
Okay.
It was in a bind, basically, is the easiest way. But yeah, now it will. And this is a thumb safety.
Okay.
You don't reach over with this hand and work it or not. Just right here for your thumb.
Okay, got it.
You're always like that. When you get ready to fire, you just bump it down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. This button here, if you have, this is your empty one. Same thing when you're putting this in. Don't just push it in. Always seat it. Okay. You'll see people put them in and hit it on the table and come up and hit stuff like that. Because you can't hurt these guns.
Right.
Beat them around.
You want it to be seated.
Right. You got to be rough with these things. Okay. See how that stayed back? This is how it's going to be. Now, of course, you pulled this back. When you shoot it, it's going to be back, but this is not. And we'll see that when you shoot.
All right.
Okay. So let's say that you had bullets in here, and you put this in, and you're ready to shoot. But the chamber has not gone forward yet. That's what this button's for.
Okay.
It's a slap button. You're supposed to just come up, hit it. That sent the bolt forward. It took a bullet with it, and now you would boom, 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 boom. Okay. This guy right here. If for certain bullets, different grain bullets, they're all different. You'll figure out when you're shooting, you'll have problems with some bullets or problems with the gun. Don't assume it's the gun. Always assume it's the bullets first. If you're shooting and it's having feed problems or something, try a different brand bullet, different grain bullet. You understand grains? Okay. Do you have a box that the other bullets are in, or are they just out? Okay. Let's see. This is a 55 grain bullet.
Okay.
Okay? That means if you were to take the bullet out of this case, that bullet weighs 55 grains.
Okay.
That is the weight of the actual bullet itself. Okay? You can buy a 223 in a 80 grain, 40 grain, stuff like that. So what's the difference? If you buy a 40 grain, it's gonna be moving faster, okay? Because it's not, the powder's pushing it faster, because it's not having, because it's lighter. Just like you trying to push my truck versus pushing this golf cart. You're gonna have a lot harder time pushing my truck, okay? Same thing, but it has less knockdown power. If you buy it, it's gonna have less recoil. Yeah, because it's not the explosion. Yeah, the bullet is stopping it from going forward, so it's pushing backwards. If it's a 40 grain, it's just, there's not much pressure, and it's going to just push it, and you're not going to feel it as much. Now, if you put a 100 grain bullet in the same 223, then you're going to feel it, and it's going to have more knockdown power, but it's not going to go as far, it's not going to be as accurate, stuff like that. Okay, so people say, is this a significant bullet to shoot a deer with? It is, and it doesn't matter the grain. But if you shoot a 55 grain bullet at a deer, you're probably not going to find it unless it is a direct double lung shot, major artery, something like that. If you gut shot it, you'll never find it. But if you had a 80, 90 grain bullet and you gut shot it, you're more likely to find the deer because it creates more of an impact when it hits it. The boom when it hits it is more than just a, it's basically like shooting it with a 22 versus a bigger 308 or something. The only difference is the size of this, but you can buy different sizes in the same caliber bullet.
Gotcha.
All right. So, where were we? All right. So let's say you put the bullet. Let's say that we're using bullets here.
Okay.
We put it in. Well, let me pull this back. I got some. Yeah, let's pull this back. All right, it stayed back. So let's say that's how you have it in storage, is like this. This is just a dust cover. That's all that is, okay? And when this comes back, it releases it. If you were to fire it, it would release it, okay? All right, so let's say we're getting ready to shoot, and we put this in there, and we close it. Why is it not going full? Oh, it's already full. Oh, because I cleared it without the magazine.
There's so many all these little nuances. It's just gonna take time.
That's right.
Really
Well, do you understand what just happened?
Sort of.
This will only stay back if there's an empty magazine in it. I had done this and it cycled, and then now I pulled it back and it didn't stay back because there's not an empty magazine in it. It only stays back when this little piece right here, that's why there's this lip on this magazine right here. That is to stop this from going forward. If that was a bullet, it would push it and close itself. But now that this is in there, it can't push it, so it stays back.
So that'll tell you all.
That's right. When that stays back and you look and this is open, you're out of bullets. Okay? That's when you'll take it out, grab a new one, put it in, slap your side. But let's say that right there didn't go all the way and it was kind of stuck right there. Okay, it didn't seat all the way. Well, Smiths are good guns and you don't really have these problems with them. But let's just say there was a bullet and the gun was hot or something like that, and you had one that just kind of set like that. That's what this button right here is for. That's where you come in and you smack it. Boom! You see it pushes in. Yep. It's just like if you're shooting a pistol and the slide is just a little far back. You're just going to reach up and smack it forward. Lost it again. But that's what this little guy here is for. That's its only purpose is if you have a bullet that's not seated, you're just going to smack that. Okay. This is all in the field, quick response for military stuff. And this stuff's pounded into their heads. Slap, hit. You know, they ain't got time to be like, oh God, what's going on? Pull this back and all that. Right?
I want to get to that.
Yeah. It's all just, but it's just stuff that once you know it, it makes sense.
Sure.
Because when you look at this, you're like, oh my God, what is all this stuff?
Yeah.
But it's really nothing.
It's intuitive once you figure it all out.
That's right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So what we're going to do, let's see. Well, I did have some out there. I just painted this last week. It was camouflage. And I added this basket. So now I'm looking for stuff and I can't find it. It's in a different place.
You just gotta remember where everything is.
That's right.
It's like I remember how it
Yeah.
You gotta remember. I know how to do it.
Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to just use these. And we're just going to use one bullet.
Okay.
Alright. That is right where I want that.
Okay.
Alright, so grab that magazine and grab the gun.
Okay.
Now let me correct you already.
Yep. That's what I need.
Alright.
I don't know how to hold this thing.
That's right. Anytime you grab, it's just like a pistol. Anytime you're holding that gun, you always hold it as if it's ready to fire.
Okay.
Okay? Are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Yeah. You were holding it like this.
Okay.
Then you were going to put the magazine in. Then you were going to have to switch hands to do this. Anytime you grab this gun, always grab it like that.
Okay.
Now, pick up your magazine
With my right
with
hand?
your left hand.
My left hand.
That right hand never moves.
Never moves.
Never.
Okay.
Okay? All right, come right here. All right, go ahead and put that magazine in. Now, got it? Yep, always seated.
Okay.
So, now, is this gun loaded? No. That bullet is still in this magazine. So how are you going to get it in the chamber? No. That's correct. Hard. And let go. Now this gun's ready to fire. So you took it out of the magazine and you put it in here. The reason you had to do it is because a bullet explosion has not done it for you. Now when you pull the trigger, it's going to go boom, and it's going to go chink chink. That ejects the case that you just shot. The forward motion grabs the next bullet and it's ready to fire. Alright? So what I want you to do is just hold up, aim at the center of that target. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and fire. That's exactly how that's supposed to be. That's correct. Yep, it's going to go way over there. And as soon as you turn that safety off.
I was tried, but it ain't working.
Yeah.
Alright, so no matter which one I do that.
Nope.
Look at my face.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Now,
Now the earpiece is
the earpiece is a little in the way. Normally you would use an insert when you're shooting. Now don't move. Go ahead and hold it grab this foot right here, bring it forward. All right, now you're gonna lean forward a little bit. You always, there you go. It doesn't kick, it's just you're more sturdy when you're leaning forward. So whenever you're ready, you find that middle sight, put it in the middle of that peephole. Do not jerk the trigger. On that trigger, you don't want to do this. You want to just pull slightly until it fires and scares you. Let it scare you.
Ready?
Okay? Now look at the side of your gun. You see how this is back. Okay? So, take your magazine out. Nope. You hold it just like that. With this finger, you push this button right here. You never move that hand.
Okay.
All right. Now let's walk up here and see where you hit. Which is fine. Slightly low. I hate that bird. I do dove hunting, and he kills all my doves. Right there. All right. Not bad. I don't know if it's you or the gun. I'm gonna figure that out in a little bit.
Well, I aimed it, and we're pretty close.
It's close enough. You're hitting paper. That's all we're worried about right now.
Right.
Okay. So, set your gun down.
Okay.
Now, we're going to shoot 2 bullets.
Okay.
All right, grab all that. There you go. Stand right here. All right, go ahead and put it in. Now, your chamber is open already. So you don't have to pull this back to open it. All you gotta do is close it. So, no, that's the dust shield. You don't ever mess with that. Never. Just when you're,
Open it back up.
it'll open itself. When you, the only time you ever touch this is when you're putting it back in that case.
Okay.
It just keeps dust out. Has nothing to do with shooting the gun. No, this is if you're having an issue with it closing. With this hand, this palm right here, just smack that button. There you go. This gun's ready to fire.
Okay.
So now I want you to shoot 2 shots. Actually, just shoot 1.
Okay.
1 shot, center target. Go ahead. Don't forget to put this foot forward and lean. There you go. Just fire 1 shot. All right. Now look at the side. Your chamber's still closed.
Okay.
That's because it grabbed the next bullet and already has put it in there.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and take your next shot. It's ready to fire. There you go. It shoots good. Both of them dead center. So that was your second bullet. Now look, it's open, letting you know that you're out of bullets. All right. So take your magazine out. It's always this finger, that button. Yep. It's all right there where it needs to be so that you don't have to ever move that hand. Yep. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I want you to look away. Do not look at me.
Okay.
All right. Hand me your gun. Look away.
Okay.
All right, come here. Now I want you to figure out what's going on with it.
Okay.
What do you have to do? There are bullets in here, but you don't know how many. I may have put 1, I may have put 5.
Okay.
What are you noticing off the bat?
On fire. That's already closed.
Okay.
To me, it seems like it's ready.
Well, the reason you would need to pull this is because this is not back. So the bullets are still in the magazine. You have not put 1 in the barrel yet. That's correct. So what are you going to have to do? Pull this back. So go ahead. All right. Now, you just put a bullet in the barrel. It's ready to fire.
Nothing looks different.
That's correct. There's no way of knowing if that bullet's in there other than the fact that you either know or you don't. There's no way to look at this gun and tell. The only way to do that is to grab this and pull it back and see that it's in there. Now when I close this, it may not have seated. That's where I'm gonna bump this.
If I didn't know, I could just pull this and look. Can you pull that?
Like this. Just easily pull it back and look. And you just close it, hit that, make sure it pushes it all back where it needs to be.
If I didn't see it, pull it.
Correct. Correct. Yep. It is. I want you to fire one bullet. Alright. Now, is there another gun in your bullet? Or gun? Is there another bullet in your gun? Is it ready to fire?
The only way for me to know is to look.
Now you know. Now you can know by looking.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing since this is still open.
This has nothing to do with it. You forget about this guy. That is absolutely
There's another indicator.
That's correct.
I don't know what it is.
This bolt is closed. If you had an empty magazine, it would have stayed back.
Got it.
Therefore, you know it has grabbed another bullet and put it in.
Got it.
All right, you can fire that bullet. All right, so is there another bullet? Is it ready to fire?
It is.
All right, go ahead and shoot it. All right, now, you got another bullet?
No.
It's out. Your chamber is open. You're visually looking at the end of the barrel. There's no bullet in there. So, you're out of bullets. All right, so take your magazine out. There you go. Perfect. All right, hand me your magazine.
Okay.
All right, look that way.
Okay.
All right, grab your gun. Grab the magazine.
Which one?
This one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't grab that one. All right, stand right here. Put your magazine in. All right, now, what do you need to do? What are you seeing? That's right. So how do you get it forward? Nope. Just go ahead and pull that back. Didn't do nothing, because all that does is pull it back. It's already back. So how do you close it? Actually, it closed it when you pulled this back. All you would have had to do was just smack that button, and it would have closed it. Yep.
So this is a release mechanism
For that.
all the way back.
That's correct. Yep. Not this back, this back. This pulls this back, but then you push it back forward.
This also pulls the bullet back.
On the very first shot. Only because an explosion hasn't done it for you. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yep. All right, so is this gun ready to fire?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and fire one shot. All right, is there another bullet in there? All right, go ahead and fire. All right, another bullet. Empty. All right, take your magazine out. All right. So what we're going to do is just put one bullet in here.
Okay.
All right, shoot that one bullet. So what do you notice? There you go. Now it's ready to fire. Yep, it is easy.
Just some repetition, that's all.
That's right. All right, gun's empty. All right, what questions do you have at this point? Because that is it. That's it. It's just know it. That's right. Let me see if this gun shoots straight. It looks pretty good.
I haven't taken dead-eye aim on all those, but
Right,
the
right.
first couple I was like, okay, let's try and do this right. But, you know, I'm pretty much in the center mass on most of those. I feel pretty good about it.
And it's hard to do with these iron sights. I'll go get my gun in a little bit and you'll see the difference.
Okay.
Close enough. I was aiming at the bottom of that line right there. That's just my movement. Barely seeing those iron sights. Yeah, that's close enough. Definitely accurate enough to shoot somebody.
Yeah, this is what you need if you ever need it.
Right.
Hopefully never need it.
Alright. Have you shot this gun fast? Alright, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's see. There's probably, looks like 5, maybe 6 in there.
Okay.
So, take that. Just go up there and shoot it as fast as you can. You'll notice how hard it is to keep it where you want it to be.
Okay. That's how the other target.
Whatever you want to do. So it's all over the place. I mean, you still got it. That's right. But there's no point in mainly. Mainly when you do that, it's shooting. Yeah. It bounce all over the place. Yep, that's why. Well, you can by spending a lot of money on weight distribution, triggers, and all that stuff where it's just boom, 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 it's going. That's the difference in a $3,000 gun and a $500-$600. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna go in here real quick and grab my gun.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to shoot it anyway.
Is this that damage? Or is that I just bought this gun. Shit's taken out of it.
But it's not.
Not gonna affect the operation.
Oh no, absolutely not. Mine, I wouldn't worry about it not one bit.
Okay. It'll get bigger.
But I think it's been that way. Like it's not supposed to
Oh,
be.
that's where this
That's
thing.
where
That's
that
where that nipple.
That's
comes
right.
from. Okay.
That's right.
That makes sense.
Because it's not discolored.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for this.
Yeah.
I ain't never looked in there.
Carefully, yeah. I just saw it when I opened it up.
Yeah, no, that's supposed to be there. One of the things I've never looked at.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Feel free to load it, shoot, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And see if you got any questions while I'm not here.
Okay.
As soon as I walk away, you'll think of something.
I probably will.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
It's totally different than that gun right there. This is gas recoil operated. This is actually military spec here. And it's not AR-15. It's an AR-10. It shoots 308. That goes, this goes boom, boom. Totally different. But the gun operates the same. It's the same gun.
Right. Just more powerful and bigger bullet.
That's right.
So it'll kill a bison.
It'll kill anything on this plane.
Yeah.
I mean, it will.
Cool.
All right.
I did have one
Okay.
question. You want me to shoot it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or shoot the question now. When you're looking through this and you see, do you want your target to be the tip top of that piece, or do you want it to be in the middle or the bottom?
Top.
The top.
The very top.
I was trying to play around with it, like I was putting the.
You want the
number
top of that in the center of the hole.
in the center of the.
Top of that in the center, lined up with exactly what you want to hit.
Awesome. I did that on the headshot,
Yeah, that's perfect.
and I nailed it. I was
Yeah.
like, damn,
Yeah.
that's pretty accurate.
It is. The Smith & Wesson and the Ruger AR-15s are dead on, out of the box.
Cool.
No adjustments, stuff like that.
So yeah, after you shoot it 300 times, will it be off of that?
No,
Not even.
those iron sights ain't gonna move. They're locked in.
Oh, cool.
This Holosun here, it will get knocked off here and there. Yep. This is a sight that I put on. Mine came with peep sights, pop-up peep sights. I take them off. I put this on.
Right. And these are $300-$400 add-ons. Or?
Yeah, it's about $400. But just this upper on this gun right here is $2,000.
Wow. Okay.
Because it's gas recoil operated. It's fully submersible. You can crawl around in the mud with this thing, come up, and it will still fire. Will not rush whatsoever. So it's just another grade.
Okay.
But is it any different than this? No. Not at all.
Functionally, no.
That's right. So you're gonna shoot it.
All right. Cool.
Grab this. Go ahead and put 3 bullets in it.
All right. Doesn't matter which one.
No. And if you notice, these are 308 Winchester.
Okay.
These are 7.62 by 5.1.
So what does that mean? It's different grain? Or?
308 Winchester is American standard for the bullet.
Okay.
7.61 or 7.62 by 5.1 is NATO. NATO is the world's designation for this bullet.
Okay.
So whether it's a Chinese bullet or Russian or German or whatever, if it's this caliber and you're at war, you can look at the 7.62 by 5.1 and know it's 308.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean,
Just put 3 in there.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
good.
That's 4.
That's fine. That's fine. Now seat it. There you go. All right, go ahead and put it in. Notice how much heavier it is?
A little bit heavy.
Yeah, let me close this
Sure.
for you. Just push them together, push those.
Okay.
All right, come up here. All right, now this is forward. See, you notice this is stainless steel, so it's just a different. All that's good. So how are you going to get a bullet in that barrel? Yep. There you go. Gun's ready to fire. Take the safety off. Perfect. Now with these sights, pick it up and look through the sight.
Beautiful.
See the difference? You don't have to worry about a front and a rear, nothing like that.
Right.
And you actually leave both eyes open when you're using this. It is to swing with you, and whatever that green dot's touching, you pull the trigger. Quick and fast and easy and accurate. Yeah, so go ahead whenever you're ready. Feel the difference?
Yeah. It's a little bit more powerful.
It is.
Yeah, if you're not careful, it'll smack you.
This one will come back and hit you. That's right. But you can extend it back whatever you want to do. It may be all the way back. Oh yeah, there you go. That'll be better. I promise my daughters will probably shoot it flat. difference in the sight. This sight here is solar, so you don't run off battery. It has a battery in it, but it's just solar, man. And when you put it on the shelf, it times out. As soon as you grab it off the shelf in that motion, it turns back on. So if I grab this off the shelf to go running down the hallway, I don't have to worry about turning it on. It automatically turns itself on. And if I'm inside, it automatically dims. Outside, it's automatically bright. It's worth the money, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
If I become a hunter one day.
right. It's just quick acquisition. Boom, 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 boom. Instead of having to look through that peep sight, it's a lot harder to pick stuff up. But functionally, if you can see what that's for, see where it hits coming out. That's where the bullets are hitting. Ting, and shoots them that way. Come straight back, ting. So that's going to get charred up, you know. It is what it is. No big deal. Yeah, you see all this dust on it? It sits in my closet. That right there stays shut to keep it out of there, because that's all that matters. That's right. That's all that matters. Any questions?
I don't think so. Pretty straightforward.
Big boy there. That's
747.
yeah. It's I can't think of the name of it. Magma.
Magma.
Yep, they bring parts to BMW plant.
Okay. Soon the planes will come from Abu Dhabi bringing the horses for Tryon.
Yeah.
Familiar with that?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Cool.
What questions you got? If you want to keep shooting, keep shooting. It's up to you. I know it gets expensive.
Well, I mean, I don't shoot enough to make it, 50 bullets isn't a big deal to me.
Yeah.
But because I just don't shoot often enough. But I feel like I should shoot at least once a month so I have all of that
That's
stuff
right.
that you just taught me.
And that's the main reason I just loaded this up for me. Because I just want to feel it. I ain't felt this gun here in about 2 months.
Right.
Since we're out here shooting, I'm gonna put about 4 bullets through it.
Yeah.
Because you always want to stay familiar with the gun.
All right, well, I'll shoot a few more. Might as well.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Put 7 more in.
That's just for your sling. Yep.
Cool. I'll watch you.
How this thing kicks.
It does.
And your chamber's open, you're out of bullets.
Yep. Cool.
That's all there is to it.
Easier than I thought.
It's
but
easy, but if
only
you
like
don't
5
know, you don't know.
There's 5 things here you need to know.
That's right.
That's it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, there's nothing to it. I mean, and when you look at it, it's the same as a pistol.
Yeah.
You
So now
gotta
as far as
load
putting
your
it back-
magazine, put it in. You have to chamber it to get your bullet in there.
Yep.
Then your safety. If it gets jammed, you hit the back of the slide. This, you hit that little button.
Anything else you need to do as far as after the fact shooting it?
I mean, you always want to wipe it down. Am I going to wipe this down right now when I go inside? No.
But it's a good practice.
It is.
As far as just wiping down
It is.
grime and stuff.
Yep. And they make kits. Go to Cabela's or Academy or something, and you can get a rifle cleaning kit for
Yeah.
223, 556, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And it's a pole that you put a little cloth on, and you actually shove it down the barrel with this stuff on it, and it cleans it out.
Gotcha.
And then, other than that, there's a couple. The oil that comes with it, you just want to put a drop,
In there.
in there on the chamber slide.
Just so it's in and around those.
What you need to do is get on YouTube
Uh-huh.
and type in how to clean AR-15.
And then
There's a million videos.
I'm sure.
You can type in how to clean Smith & Wesson, exactly what the gun is.
Right. Well, I probably could have learned how to shoot it too, but I think this is much more valuable.
You
to
know
me.
how to shoot the gun.
Yeah.
It's your first couple of shots. I'm wasting my time trying to teach you how to shoot the gun.
Right.
But you just need to know how to work the gun.
Right.
But now that you know that, going to the range is the only way at this point you're going to learn how to shoot the gun.
So you can't shoot this at a standard indoor range, though.
Nope.
The only place I can shoot it's right here. Or I've got an acre and a half, and I've got wooded area, but I'm scared.
You just got to make sure the bullet doesn't leave your property.
Okay.
Which is, the hill. City Arsenal in Greenville doesn't allow these. I mean, I think they do.
They do allow them.
I think so.
Okay. Well, the only thing I do is ask them.
I'll ask them. I know them boys. I'm pretty sure they do.